Right, good morning everyone. Straight into the vlog today. We've got up. It's 8:20 in the morning. Check-in has been sent over to Zach. I'll probably run check-in clips right now just over the top of this video because that's what we're going to be talking about for the majority of this little segment here. In fact, we'll get straight into that. So, a really good check-in, in my opinion, like one of the best in terms of how I've looked so far. Fullness is really returning to the physique, which is like amazing to see. It's all really coming to life, especially from the rear. My back, my rear double biceps shot and my rear lat spread have been two of my weaker shots for a decent amount of time recently because they just seem to run very flat through the rear when we were getting into the real dig phase. And to be honest, I was getting a little bit like, where the fuck has my back gone? Because my back used to be a real strength in my physique and it just started to not be that, and that was really quite like a little bit of a head fuck, which a lot of bodybuilding is. I've tweaked the way I'm posing it slightly, but realistically I do think it's down to the injection of carbs and food that's coming in this week and this peaking process, because it is a night and day difference if you're asking my opinion. So yeah, really happy with how that's actually looking, and I think that's going to make a major difference in terms of my overall competitive package. So that is really good to see this morning. I'm not going to lie, it put a big fat smile on my face, especially given the context of yesterday. So something I want to be completely transparent with people on, and I've been transparent with Zach on from the get-go, is that there was a few days this year, always was going to be, that are very special to me and more important than bodybuilding. And those are weddings that I've been lucky enough to be invited to and take part in, some for my close personal friends and some for Izzy's close personal friends that I'm obviously an extension of. But in any case, regardless of the level of friendship and stuff, I am extremely grateful to be invited to those occasions. It's, at the end of the day, the biggest day of those people's lives. And I am someone who is just not willing, my moral compass and my line, and people can agree and disagree with this, but I draw my line in the sand at that point with bodybuilding, that on those days, there's things that are so much more important than my bodybuilding process. And yeah, so I had wedding food yesterday, and I know a lot of people will think, well, fucking hell, this guy's not even serious. He's 9 days out and he's eating wedding food. But it is what it is, you know. The looks improved this morning, so we don't feel two ways about it. And it was very nice. It was very prep friendly wedding food, which was a pleasant surprise. So the starter was melon, like literally slices of melon with prosciutto ham on it, which was delicious. And yeah, like I say, very prep friendly, ideal. The main was pork with green beans and potato dauphinoise. I had a little bit of the dauphinoise, or dauphinoise, however you say that, but it sounds fucking posh. I need to move back up north, get my accent back. And obviously stacked up on green beans and pork because it's not far off what I'd normally eat. So yeah, we were all good on that front, and we've woken up today, the look has improved. Had a fantastic day yesterday. A beautiful wedding, a beautiful ceremony. Dot and Joe, like, hats off to you guys. I don't think you'll ever see this video, but if you do for whatever reason, I was massively impressed. They put on a hell of a show. They did a lot of this themselves. You know, the wedding venue even had never had a wedding before. They kind of had to pitch that to the owner and get them to agree to it. So considering that they didn't have a wedding planner, they are working in a venue that has never had a wedding before, like, it just ran like a smooth operation, and I was really impressed. Had such a nice time, great group of people, and yeah, On to today, back to normality. So we're back on strict adherence to the plan. Not that yesterday wasn't really, just a tiny little break. We're heading over to Basic Fit again. We're going to get a push session in, which is very exciting because I think this is going to be the point where we start to see a lot of change. As mentioned yesterday, like the glycogen, it's been going in, hasn't really reached our upper body yet because we've not stimulated the muscle, we've not actually kind of activated anything, right? So this morning is the first chance to really go in and get a proper pump, which I'm very excited about because pumps are pretty hard to come by at this back end stage of prep. You go in and you almost feel like nothing's really turning on. You feel cold the whole session. So that's the goal today. Go in, get a mega pump, take some good pictures hopefully. Gonna pop to, you know it, you guessed it, Lidl straight afterwards just to pick up some more essentials. We've only got today and tomorrow left here in France, but I just need to have a little bit more goods, you know, a little bit more chicken, a little bit more fruit, things like that, and then we should be good to go home and like get back into full routine. But we also have a pool party today, which I'm very excited about. I'm hoping that I don't look too freaky because there's definitely like a line of, you know, this guy or this girl is in shape, and then there's like whatever the fuck I am at the minute. And I don't say that egotistically, I say that realistically. Like there's not many people walking around at a random pool party that are like, you know, single digit body fat and weighing their salt intake. So yeah, like I said yesterday, it could lead to some interesting conversations, which I'm always open to. If anyone ever sees me in person, you want to talk health and fitness and the gym and whatever, like just know that door is always open. Other than that, we've also got a consultation call today, which should be a pretty exciting one. And yeah, that is it. That is the day. So I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to film once again. Yesterday's video was incredibly short compared to our usual programming, but we're going to get over to Basic Fit. I might film some of the workout and we'll just go from there. See you guys when I see you. Party people, just finished push and it was spectacular. I felt stronger for the first time in months, which is a feeling I didn't realize how much I actually missed that. And yeah, it felt pretty amazing just to actually feel a bit of power in my muscles again. The pump was pretty spectacular compared to what we've been experiencing previously. The shots that I took do not do it justice because the lighting was not ideal, but that's just me making excuses. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the Airbnb via Lidl, as per. Got to pick up some more bottles of water, got to pick up some fruit, some chicken, some veg, the good stuff, and a croissant for Izzy, of course, the love of my life. Get back, shower, prep food for today's barbecue, and then go and dominate the scene. Establish my dominance as the alpha male amongst the pack. Lol, I'm only joking. There's a lot more to life than muscles, guys. But that's what we're going to do. There's nothing else to report. Zach's obviously checked in with me this morning. He's happy, which makes me happy. And food is slightly lower than it has been across the previous 2 days. A little bit less rice today, just to kind of stabilise things because of yesterday's antics with me consuming wedding food. But it's not done any damage. Happy to hear that from someone that isn't me, because you can very much so get in your own head about these things and look at your shots and go, oh Jesus, I had a bit of potato dauphinoise and that's made my fucking arse like lose a striation. It's insane. So nice to get that from Zach, which just kind of, you know, it's having someone in your corner that's going to tell you, no, you're not like crazy, bro. But yeah, going to do that. Don't know how the rest of the day is going to play out in terms of vlogging, to be honest. It could be another short one. It could be, I won't lie to you guys. These are a lot of effort to make. But I enjoy making them. Sometimes I just feel like I run out of things to say and things to do. My life's clearly not exciting enough. Post-prep it will be. Post-prep we're going to be doing food challenges, baby. How much potato dauphinoise can you eat in half an hour? A lot. Right. I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch up with you at some point in the future. Right. Alright team, I don't actually remember where we left off with the vlog today, but it's been a lovely day. We went back to the wedding venue just for the post-wedding barbecue and chill by the pool over there at the venue. It was very, very nice, very relaxed. Everyone was on really top form. And we've just come back. It's now like 6 o'clock-ish maybe in the evening. We don't check out until 10 AM tomorrow morning. So my plan for the rest of the night is pretty much this. I've got myself a little coffee, stunning stuff, beautiful work, and this is my view currently. I mean, pretty good if you ask me. I know they say you're meant to keep your stress levels low during prep, so that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve. Today has been more of the same on that front, on the peaking process front. We've had increased food, a slight reduction off the back of, as I said before, yesterday's wedding antics, but nothing too crazy. So feeling nice and full still, and excited to see what the shots look like tomorrow morning. It is really fun, like the peaking process, just to feel more human again and kind of really see the hard work that you've put together. When you're running really flat, you can't really see it, or you can't feel it. So now to kind of be able to, like my pump today was just so quick. I did like one set on chest and I was like, I'm already feeling a pump, which is awesome. So more of the same to come. Tomorrow we, as I say, check out at 10 AM and then we're meeting up with Izzy's parents because they're actually just in the south of France as well. They're meeting us in Bordeaux. Our flight isn't until 10 PM at night, which is pretty rough. And then it's back to the grind, baby. Back to the 9 to 5, unfortunately, and back to just seeing this through to the end now. Yeah, super excited. Super duper excited. It's hot. That's going to do for today's vlog. Back-to-back shorter videos. Maybe something's in the wind. But I'll also vlog tomorrow. We're going to do these daily up until the show, and then review from that point, because, as I said before, it is a lot of effort to make these. So, we'll see. Alright. Once again, as per, it's getting repetitive at this point, but if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, helps out massively. Like and comment, as always, it helps out massively. And I'll see you guys in the next video.